and welcome back to the second part of our free training for the Lazy Solopreneur framework. So we're going to review really quickly. There's two questions I have to ask everyone, and then we're going to jump right into day two. So I'm going to share my screen. So the first day we went over the idea part. Today we're going to go over profit, but the two questions that I have for you right now as just review, and you can say this as a statement. So your audience, did you make any progress on it? You can just say yes or no.
No.
I did. Yes. Okay. So who is your audience for those of you that said yes?
Misfits, basically. I'm still sticking with the general misfits who don't make enough time for themselves.
Okay. And second question, what problem do you want to solve for your people? If you have figured that out, yes or no, and then what problem do you want to solve?
I have figured it out. I'm sorry. No, I know you're recording. My dog keeps taking little pieces of paper out of my trash to go eat. Just for no reason. They're not food. They're calendar pages. So if you see me jump up to go take it from her, that's why.
Sorry.
So give her a second. I'll grab it. I started playing with the I help statements, and I just started playing with like each one of them and and I didn't refine them, but I help misfits create without stress. I help misfits create unique artwork so they can feel creative. I help burnt out misfits make space so they can create without guilt or stress.
Mm.
Yeah, that one kind of hit me. I was like, okay. So I just kind of kept building off of it. And that was the one that I felt definitely most drawn to if my pen is right. Okay.
Yeah, I like the one without guilt or stress. Okay. Larnie.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not clear on your audience yet. You're still working on that.
Hold on. I'm
Okay.
Sorry.
You're totally fine. And then also, I want to share this with you guys. It's my solopreneur checklist, just 6 tools that I use to run my business. So if you're watching the replay, it'll be down in the description and you can download it. And then for everyone else here, I'm going to put it in the chat while we wait for Larnie.
thinking I need to find another word and I can't think of it. Okay, so I wrote, I help people connect to their inner strength by building their self-belief authentically and like there's something missing.
Unashamed, passionately.
Yeah, like.
Okay, read it again.
Okay, I help people connect to their inner strength by building their self-belief authentically and without shame or something like that. Like
thesaurus. I like this. Shame. Yeah.
You know, like that's where I feel like that's who I connect with. So that's why I'm like, you know,
without feeling like you're going to throw up or shit your
like
pants.
without like that fear of like knowing themselves, you know, without like that's what I mean about like authentic, like without the fear of knowing, like or
just without fear. Say it again?
I help people connect to their inner strength by building their self-belief authentically and
without fear.
Yeah, without fear. You can explain what
I would say for now, because that's the idea you want. So I mean, you can find a better word later if you want, but I would say stick with that.
Okay, because I put that on my website
for now.
Oh yay!
I'm sorry, Shakira, it's your thing. I'm just questioning the people. Are you sure it's just people? Who do you really work with?
Oh,
that was my next question.
I help women specifically.
Sorry. I'm just like, it doesn't sound right. It doesn't ring like you. That's all.
Mhm.
And now I'm gonna be quiet. Thank you, Jakira.
I got distracted by a baby.
You know, it's funny because like I do help women specifically, but there's this one dude, okay, I know this is getting recorded. There's this one gentleman I know that always comes to me with the advice I would give a woman. You
Well,
know?
it can be like I work with women, but I work with people, but I mainly work with women, and then those
Like
people will
I
reach out to you.
people, specifically women, men are included too, but specifically women.
Yeah, I feel the same. That's why I'm stick going ahead and sticking with the misfits, because what I really want to say is women and queer folk, or something a lot, and but a lot of queer folk are women, and it's like I don't want to exclude. So my brain keeps trying to play with that terminology a little bit. So I definitely want to work on finding the verbiage to put into
Yeah,
my
yeah.
site to include, because I definitely plus friendly. So I just, but trying to find the right words. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So when you make, um, we'll talk about this later, but when you make like content or emails and stuff, then you can be more broad or specific, and then see what catches.
Hmm.
Okay, awesome. I like how interactive you guys are. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again, and this is for day 2. We're going to look at the profit, everyone's favorite and least favorite subject. And these won't go in order, but this is what we're going to cover: the highlighting of the product and their solutions, testing your idea and collecting data, gathering testimonials and feedback, updating your product based on the feedback, having something that brings your people in, freebie, opt-in, whatever you call it, and then using strategies to help grow your email list. So this is building off of yesterday, where I mentioned you should definitely have an email list. So if you don't have that, go ahead and have that together. There's also going to be other ConvertKit videos that will go in with this playlist as well. So don't fret, because I know it's a lot, and it's a lot I don't want to squeeze in and have everyone confused. Okay, so first question: do you have a product? And I'm saying product and offer are two different things, because when we get to the pitch of your offer, which Larnie is going to do today, that is your offer. Your product is actually the thing that you're selling. So, like a membership, coaching, art, whatever that looks like to you. So, do you have a product? Yes.
Yes.
Larnie is kind of sort of okay. Well, Tanya, we'll start with you. What is your product? What does
Um,
that look like to you?
well, so I do sell my art and things on my website, but I am wanting to focus on the paint with me sessions.
Mhm.
So I have free group paint sessions that I'm going to do once a month that will be themed, and people can come to and just drop in, and I'll have
Mhm.
like a suggested art list, but people can do whatever they want. And then I'm going to have the same version of, or some version of that on a one-on-one.
Mhm.
So we would paint together, and then I'm playing with a couple of different versions of it, and I don't know whether to offer more than one version of it or just stick with one. But anyway, where we will both paint together, and then whatever I create, I will also send to you.
Oh,
Like,
that's nice.
this is, one of the like a little painting I did during a meditation. And once it gets the color on top of it, it would be done. And would put like a message on the back and
Oh,
mail it to you. And
I
so
like
that would be, what do you think?
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Sounds fun. I like that.
Yeah. That's one of them. Like if you want to do the kindred and we talk through something or just meditate together, you don't even have to talk through anything, but whatever I create, and then you can create on your end and you would get both of them. Um,
Mhm.
or we can just have one where we just create together, and I don't mail you anything. Or the third version would be a print of this. So it just comes in an envelope and not an actual
Yeah.
painting. So that would be the three different 3 different ones. And then high one, I have a retreat that I want to offer that would be the same thing. You come and we paint together. We have meditation, restoration, and we create something for you to take home.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna play
Cute.
devil's advocate. I do like it. I really like
I
it,
love it.
especially the print, or you paint and send it to them. So my devil advocate's question to you is: you could choose one of those. Which one
Okay.
would you choose, and why?
Like I can only offer one or I can
Yes.
only
You can
focus on
only you can only offer and focus on one right now.
um mm,
Oh, that's a tough one.
I think the one-on-one paint with me sessions, but I'm toying between that and I think I need to step there before retreat, but
Mhm.
the retreat is my other like jump in and fucking do the retreat, you know.
Right.
So, um, yeah. What do you
One-on-one painting. I like the one-on-one paint with me. I can't. Oh, this is a you question. If it's either you paint and you send them that, or you paint and you send them the print. But either way, you could even sell the prints later. This is what I
Right.
created with someone. So that's a you decision.
Yes, and that part is actually already in the sales page
Hmm.
about that I retain the rights to the prints. So
Hmm.
yes, you can have, but I will never share anything that we discuss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I won't share what the painting is about unless you tell me that you want me to do that. Otherwise, this is the cool painting that we did during a meditation, isn't
Hmm.
it neat? And do a
I
print
could
of it.
see this as a reel, like you just showing everyone's painting. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, okay. I have to
So,
keep.
okay,
I
so yeah.
like this.
That and I mean I could do it with I will send them a print or I could upsell it to the
You could
original,
upsell it. Hmm.
but I kind of feel like the original is more special.
Yeah, that's a you question. Or ask them when they get on. Would you rather have this as a print or the original?
Right.
Either way. Okay, Larnie, do you have a product? What is it? What does it look like to you?
Oh gosh, this is always so hard. But it's great. It's a great hard thing. Okay, so I have shirts that I have product. I have that kind of product. I have the ebook, so the Pitch You in 30 Seconds ebook.
Mhm.
I have the Tools of Strength program, and what I envision in this Tools of Strength program is, since the purpose of the Tools of Strength program is to get you to be confident in yourself, and that includes talking. The Pitch You in 30 Seconds drips into the Tools of Strength program, because at the end or during the program, you're going to practice talking about yourself. You know, that dreaded question of, this is part of the Pitch You in 30 Seconds. You know, when you get in a room full of strangers and they go, oh, tell me what you do. Tell me a little bit about yourself. So that Pitch You in 30 Seconds allows you to talk about yourself in the Tools of Strength program, because you start to, all those words that you suppressed through all those years, you actually get to talk about it.
Mhm.
So those are my things, right?
Okay, same devil advocate question. If you could choose one, which one would you
It would
choose?
be, okay, so I've actually kind of doing this. So like shirts are kind of like starting. I actually bought a little home screen printing kit, which it's gonna be a mess in my office, but whatever. Anyway, so but Pitch You in 30 Seconds, that is right now the like a $39 ebook or $29 ebook is something that I'm working on. And that's I just hear people talking and I'm like,
Mhm.
I just want to help
Mhm.
people speak.
Mhm.
So that would be the first thing.
Oh, introvert here. That would be me too. I actually wrote out my 30-second pitch after the last session. I like it.
Good,
So
good.
I'm excited to
That's what
hear.
we're going to practice today.
Yes.
And
Okay.
you're gonna do it, and then
Mm.
listen, and then we're gonna tweak things.
Oh, yes, I like for the tweaking. Okay. So now that you guys have your product and you know what it looks like for you, the question I want you to ask yourself is what solution does it solve for your people? And that's what you're going to create content around, whether you send it through your email, personally me, or social media. Um, you're going to highlight that solution. Does that make sense? It could be more than one solution. So, Tanya, yours could be I want someone to paint with, or I'm not really versed in the way of kindred. I know I butchered that.
Kindred.
Um, but I want someone to talk to and also something that's relaxing. That could be a problem. Go more in depth. You guys know your own audience. Does that make sense?
Uh, okay, wait. Say it again though. What are we doing?
So ask yourself about your product. What solution does this solve for your people? And that's the content that you're going to create content around that, whether you send it to emails, social media, word of mouth, in your 30-second pitch, whatever that looks like.
Okay.
But you will definitely have more than one problem to the solution. And I'm going to run through these really quickly. Tanya, yours is as a business model, yours is coaching, and Larnie, yours is an ebook or downloadable. Okay. So other business models that you can have are like memberships. My Thrive Solopreneur Academy is a membership. It was a program, and I did it live, and then I moved it over. You can also have like a coaching mastermind, one-on-one. It's a small group programs, course, or a challenge. And I'm grouping these together, online shop or something that's self-service. But choose the business model that works best for you. If you find one that you start to do and it does not work for you, totally fine to change it. Okay, so we're going to look at the business message outline again. So I want to just show that real quickly to make sure that you can use it before we get into our 30-second pitch that Larnie is going to do. I'm excited for it because I really like it. I'm going to share my screen again. All right, so this is the crafting your business message. Feel free to take a screenshot. This is what we looked at last week too. And then to help you with your outline. And the other important thing that I want to mention, in order to have a business, you have to have a way to get paid. So whether you use something like PayPal or Stripe, I have both of these. You need to have a way to get paid. I've also seen and heard people use Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, whatever works for you. But personally, I like PayPal and Stripe. Okay,
I think
so
Google Calendar is coming out with Google Calendar, I think, just announced that they're going to have a way to pay through them too.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I missed the email. That would be great.
Yeah.
When was this, like today, yesterday?
I think I saw it yesterday or day before. Okay. I think it came out I thought it was an email advertisement, but I remember seeing it recently. I know it was Google Calendar. It was because it was a new. It was like, oh, everything in one. And I'm like, oh shit.
Okay.
So,
For reference for everyone else, this is July 2023. So that will be really exciting.
yeah.
Okay. So Larnie, if you're ready, we would like to do your how to pitch in 30 seconds. I'm so bad at mentioning sponsors. Thank you, Tanya, for sponsoring with your Zoom. And thank you, Larnie, for sponsoring with your 30-second pitch. I'm going to let you go ahead and take it over.
Yeah, awesome. This is one of my favorite things to do, is to let people learn how to introduce themselves. So before I get started, I'm going to go around, and Jakira, I'm going to start with you. So tell me about yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm going to read mine.
You're cheating, but it's okay.
I know it needs to be tweaked, but I really like it. Okay.
Okay.
I fuck with moms who want more health, more wealth, peace, time with their kids, smiles, adventures, etc. Because it's not being selfish to want more. You just know what you want.
Okay.
I feel like the middle part.
Tanya, tell me about yourself.
Hi, I'm Tanya. I'm a misfit artist, coach, and yep, see, that's where I lose my stuff right there. All right.
Okay, perfect. The best part about Pitch You in 30 seconds is it alleviates the use of the ifs, ands, ums. Okay, because I want you to be super confident in what you're going to say when put in that pressure point. When people ask, what do you do? Tell me about yourself. It's always that, huh, what do I, and then everyone's just like, oh, I'm an athletic trainer. I've been an athletic trainer for almost 20 years. And I heard it in Jakira's voice where you're not, yes, you don't know what to say, or is it too much to say? We need to get to the point of what that 30 seconds is going to be, because that 30 seconds is a very small window and want to get to the point of what you're doing. And so Jakira said, I fuck with moms to like that. Cool. Now, can we shorten your purpose into a few words? So you want to get to the point so people can start connecting their message to yours, so they can start asking you questions. So that 30-second pitch at the end, hook them into a conversation, hook them into, you're almost leading them into another question about you. So when you're doing your pitch, okay, so Pitch You in 30 seconds. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes right now that I wrote down the other day because I've been working on this ebook for forever and I'm super loving it. Okay, so the first thing is preparing what you're going to say. This 30-second pitch is going to be something that you're going to use all the time, whether it be at a social gathering or maybe and you can even use this in an interview, because with interviews, they're like, okay, tell me about yourself before they start interviewing you to break the ice. Get them talk about you, and then, because they already know it's on your resume. Like, you don't have to repeat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on an interview because they read your resume. So they want to, I believe they want to know more about your personality in an interview, so they can connect to your skills. So that's how I believe interviews work. And that's how I got my 9-to-5 job. I talked about my strongman stuff and they loved it. Anyway, so I'm really just going to talk, and I'm going to focus on the first P. Okay, so in Pitch You in 30 seconds, you have your preparation, you have your practice, you have your perfection. And perfection is not perfect. It means knowing when to knowing when you're going to plug in your 30-second pitch every time. Because it's going to be in different situations. You're going to have maybe like 3 or 4 that you're going to go back to. Okay. And then when to proceed to use it, or how to proceed. Okay, so those are the 4 P's that came to mind when I was writing this this program. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the prepare first. Preparing is the hardest part, I think, with Pitching You in 30 seconds, because what do people always say? Oh, I don't really know what to say about myself. Mm-hmm. I don't really know, because in our minds we think that nobody wants to know what we do. And my answer to that is, so what? They're asking you, tell me about yourself. I'm going to tell you about myself, right? So in preparation, break it down into 4s. Okay, break it down into 4s. So say you have like a square quadrant thing. Okay, so you have your 4. You want social gatherings where you're going to be the almost like networking. You have your networking pitch, okay? And then you have your, on the right, you have your interviewing pitch. And then the bottom left is, it goes under the networking, because there's like your professional networking, and then you have your, you know, dating networking, I guess. You know, like if you were going to date somebody, even though we're all, you know, we and I'm talking about dating as in like colleagues, like people you work with, new people that you work with, or you constantly have a conversation with. You know, how was your weekend? What'd you do over the weekend? You know, those kinds of questions, that's still pitching who you are. You know, like it allows you to bring out your authentic self, because then people can see what you're doing outside of work. And then the last one, I don't really have a label for. That's pretty much like the catch-all at the grocery store. You know, those kinds of strangers. When you meet someone nice and you want to get to know them more, where you don't seem like you're like creeping on them or stalking on them, but you just want to talk with them. I've done that. I have done that in many situations. So, you know, those, how do you connect those? And that, I think that right there is the hardest one. So I'm not even going to talk about that. So the main thing I want to focus on is like that networking, like professional networking. And so we got to prepare our pitch. So, Jakara, with your pitch, okay, tell me ultimately what your end goal in your pitch is. Like, what do you want people to know about you the most?
Oh, so many. Solopreneurs don't have to do this alone. Growing your business alone.
Okay, what else?
I want you to make money, because that's important.
Okay.
Not to be selfish.
One more thing.
You can do it in 20 minutes or less a day.
Okay, perfect. So you have your 3 top points in your 30-second pitch. Now, how can we get those 3 points down into 30 seconds? With including, I'm Jakara Davis.
Okay.
Okay. So, when you are saying, you always want to start with saying your name, but you can start your 30 seconds. So when they say, oh, Jakara, tell me a little bit about yourself, I usually start with, sure. And I try not to say so. So because then you question what you're doing. So I'm a podcaster, things like that. Choose your words as action words in your 30-second pitch without using so or well, so a lot of people always start with as well. Yeah. After they say their name, they go, I'm Larnie Mulvey. So what I do is right. So my 30-second pitch is when somebody's like, hey, Larnie, tell me what you do. Strength sports is something that I really am passionate about. Right? I didn't say the word I in the beginning. So I talk about my strength because that's my passion. That's what I love talking about. So if you can find the passion in your what you were just saying, Jakara, find the passion in those 3 points. So say your 3 points again. Sorry.
Solopreneurs don't have to do this alone.
Okay.
Making money and building a business. Well, you can do it in less than 20 minutes.
Solopreneurs, you could say, oh, so Jakara, what do you do? 20 minutes. And then people will be like, okay, 20 minutes. I help solopreneurs make money, build their business. They don't have to do it by themselves. And people will be like, oh, only 20 minutes?
Okay. I see what you're saying now.
So like you almost have like a hook and a hook. You got to hook them in and then you got to hook them in at the end. So you want them to be like, question to ask her after she's done talking. After you're done 30 seconds, question about what you just said.
So
So
you're getting people trying to like engage more, or like
yeah,
stop or be like, huh? Did I hear
yeah,
you correctly? Okay.
yeah. You know, Artie, what do you do? Strength sports. Love lifting heavy stuff, putting it down. How does that, okay, so how does that tie into my business? I do that with women's inner confidence too. Oh, how do you do that, Larnie? I mean, your stuff is all about being physical. Well, I have this program that I talk people through to get them to the end so they know how strong they are. And you tie in all your things into your pitch after, because it draws them into your conversation. It draws them into asking you more questions. It draws them into wanting to know more. Okay. So choose the right action words when you're pitching. Make a list of the main points of what you're trying to pitch and find that descriptor word in that purpose and use that in your words. So, Tanya, let's work on yours a little bit. Jakara, I'm going to let you stew on that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then we're going to come back to you. Okay. So go ahead, Tanya. Tell me, hey, Tanya, so tell me about yourself. Art. I love art. Or you could go, Misfits are my jam. And then you could go, Misfits a have a fire in them that I love to bring out when we paint together. I have a program that we paint together and right? Since misfits are your purpose, getting those misfits out there doing what they love and being connecting with themselves and their art. So you can start with something like that. So Tanya, tell me about yourself? Try putting like a sentence or two together. Pressure.
Yeah, I don't do well with that.
Okay, that's okay, Tanya. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. We'll come back to you. Okay. But do you understand what I'm saying though? Like when you're connecting these words together, you don't over explain, because when you over explain, people lose interest in when you're over explain. They're going to be like, okay, thanks. Okay. So you don't over explain, you get to the point, and when you hook them in the beginning, you'll hook them at the end, and a conversation can start and you can continue on and start pitching all the other things too. So I know pitch you in 30 seconds. I know we don't have that much time, but I just wanted you guys to start with the preparation. I think that's the hardest part. Besides speaking it aloud, I think that the preparing is the hardest part of this program, because once you get it and once you feel comfortable with it, because you're being authentic to yourself and not like you're saying it for yourself, not saying it really for the other people can come in and hook onto it, but really you want your authenticity to show in your pitch as well. And that's where that preparation comes from. Like, what is your passion? What is your passion in your business? Why are we helping people? Why are you doing this business? Right? And we talked about earlier when Jakaro, you're saying, what problem do you want to solve? Put that little problem, put your solution in your pitch. Okay. So that's really the first part of, there's other facets of pitch you in 30 seconds, but I want everyone to get started in the preparation. Yep. So Jakara,
yeah.
Jakara, do you want to practice? You want to
Okay.
throw it out?
Yeah. Okay. I think it needs a little more tweaking, but this is it. Okay.
Yes.
So ask me again.
Jakara, tell me about yourself.
Yeah. I change lives in 20 minutes a day. I fuck with mom solopreneurs who want more money and don't want to do the online biz thing alone.
Awesome. We got to get you not using the eyes so much, like, but it's good. It's good. Because you want to draw the listener into your conversation. Bring them into your conversation. So instead of the word I, you can use the word I. I'm not saying you can't. Choose one I sentence.
Okay.
And then, build on 2 other action sentences. So if anyone has any questions, they can reach out to me.
Where can they find you, Lauren?
Okay, so you can reach me at which email address should I use? Because I have so many. I'll put it in the chat because it'll be easier. It's team@smcoglobal.com. So SMCO is Strong and Mighty Company, global.com.
And I'll put it in the description for everyone else that's watching the replay as well. You definitely need this pitch in 30 seconds. Each time I do it, it changes, but it gets better.
Yes. It takes practice. I've been working on this since 2020. So now I finally have it, written down somewhere.
Is that the year that I met you, Marnie, when you said that you had all your things done? I'm just teasing you at this point. Oh god.
I was very, I had a lot of time in my hands.
It's okay.
Now it's
time like the present.
I know, right?
Okay. So thank you, Larnie, so much. And again, I'll have her linked down below with her email and the pitch you in 30 seconds as well. So with our last a little bit of time, so you have, who you're talking to, you have your offer, what it kind of looks like. Now it's the time for testing it. I have pitch templates. I'm going to put the link down in the comments. It'll be down in the description for everyone else when you're watching the replay, but I'm going to show you real quickly on my screen. Okay. I use these all the time with my audience. I like to use it as emails because that's predominantly how I share content. But even if you have on social media, you can use this as well. It works with your audience, your niche, offer, products, and everything. So there are 6 of them. And this is what's inside of my Thrive Solopreneur Academy as well. But just fill in the blanks with everything that is capitalized. Again, you can download these. Gonna go run through them and we'll do an example. Somebody choose a number and we'll do an example of one of them. Or here, there's samples at the end as well.
Okay. And these are what, Shakira, again?
These are pitch templates. So you have your audience and your offer and the problems that you're going to solve. So you're just going to fill in the blanks, share them on social media, send them to your email list that you have been gathering. And this is how you're going to test your offer.
Okay.
So I'll do the first one. So I would say, hey, mom solopreneurs or just moms. I'm thinking of creating something that I'm going to use this for I know something that I'm going to create, a CEO-Net directory. So I'm thinking of creating a CEO-Net directory. The benefits of this would be to have a collaborative platform where, as a solopreneur, it's hard to, I would have this in better words. As a solopreneur, it's hard to branch out and connect with people because you don't know anyone. So this is a place where, say for instance, Larnie, you want to share a freebie or collab with another person and you're looking for other solopreneurs. You can go to the CEO-Net directory and connect with other people there. It'll have their contact information, social media, whatever they are promoting, or because there's going to be two parts of it, if they are just wanting to participate, such as in my freebie swap. So those would be some of the benefits of the offer. Because it is really hard as a solopreneur first starting off because you don't know anyone. And then, would this be of interest to you? Comment below or email me back. My favorite one is comment your favorite color, your birthday, or send me your favorite emoji. Those are the ones that get the most traction.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have questions about this?
So can you put this on, like, say I want to revive my group. I want to start, a Tools of Strength group.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to gain traction on that. I can use all that
Yes.
to get people to come to. Okay. Another question. So I have a group already. I don't even think it has nothing to do with what we're talking about. So I had a group a long time ago called 44 Days of Strength. When I turned 44, I talked about strength every day. So if I change the name on my Facebook group, would that be like, I mean, I could do whatever I want, right?
Yeah,
So
you can change it. Change the name, and then when you go into the Facebook settings, you can change like the URL. Change that too, and just tell people, hey, I haven't been here in a while. I know, but this is what it's going to be. Blah blah blah. You can use one of the posts. This is what I'm going to do. Are you interested? Comment.
Okay, cool.
Yes, but I do work with all of my students with the pitches as they're in the Thrive Solopreneur Academy as well. Actually, I meet with Z on Tuesday. We're going to be going over this. All right, Tanya, do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm back a few steps, so I'm good.
You're fine. That's why I'm here. Okay, I'm going to plug up my computer. Okay, so when you have your pitches, whichever one that you want to use, again, send this to your email list. You can send it as a DM, social media, but the key point is that you're asking people, so you're actually sharing these posts. And then if you join freebie swaps, you already have your freebie, or collabing with other people, being a guest, get your name out there. You can even host your own freebie swap. I have a product coming up with this that I'm actually releasing on Tuesday. Tuesday is a very busy day for a masterclass with a freebie, so it's going to be launched there. But test it out, ask questions, ask for feedback from your people. Personally, my favorite is video because you can transcribe video and people like to see people rather than just seeing words. Save any comments, files, or materials that you have when you are presenting your offer, whether it's a program or coaching. Take notes, what you liked, what you didn't like. But we're going to go over this some more tomorrow, because that's where we're going to, if you have someone that you already booked in the next week, awesome. But if not, then we're going to go over the next few steps, just more in depth. But pitch and repeat yourself. Try to get at least 5 people that have said yes and 5 people that have paid you money. It's different if someone says yes. It's a whole nother level when someone pays you money. And that's all that I have today. I mentioned at the beginning there will be a few ConvertKit videos that will go hand in hand with the series. These are the ones that I have so far. You'll see them in the playlist as well. Sign up process and settings, the landing page and a freebie, your welcome email, both as an automation and a welcome email hack. I really like the hack because you can have it automated without actually paying for ConvertKit until you're ready. So, are there any questions? How do you feel now after this session? Any comments?
I like what's wrong, Tanya? I like the ease of this right now because yes, 2020 I'd started all these big dreams and they kind of went off the wayside, but now I'm getting back in touch with them and it's not using what I've learned from 2020 till now. It's starting to click. It's only taken like, but it's starting to click. So I'm glad that you have it written down for me to see it again.
Anytime. I think that's the part that I was missing, having it written down.
Yes.
Where is it written down?
Oh, it's just the chart that I show you at the beginning, like the things we're going to go over for that day.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're fine.
You know what also I think has helped me? It's helped me like funnel, like in the beginning I wanted to do this, but I think like over the years now I've like funneled it into like 2 or 3 things, which I think is way more manageable than what I was trying to do in 2020.
Yeah, instead of sprouting off. I will say, as a lazy solopreneur framework, the framework is to do one thing at a time, one freebie that hooks to one offer, that hooks to one product, one pitch. And once you have that whole streamline together and you start to see the ball rolling and you've made a little bit of money, then you can start to branch out and have more things come into your offer or your product or have multiple different freebies. But you got to have the road before you can like run. I'm not a runner. That's a bad one. Before you can drive.
You can skip. Can you skip?
I can skip. I can skip.
Okay.
I love skipping. Have the road before you can skip.
Yeah. I really appreciate like us coming back to we're not super at the beginning anymore. I mean, we are, but we're not like before. Our brains were just like scrambling for everything because we're like, we wanted to work so bad. And then, but
that's okay. That's why I'm here.
I mean, think about it. How long have I had this pitch you in 30 seconds?
Well, right? You said in 2020. I feel like it was even before that. Just from me knowing you these past few years, I feel like it was before that.
Yeah.
Tanya, how do you feel?
Weirdly lost? Like, I don't know. I'm like, wait, what's the assignment again?
That's the good thing about recorded videos. We can always.
I know. That's what I was. That's why I was laughing. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this all again because I'm literally still on the pitch you, and I was like, I think I've missed everything since then. I'm like, still sitting here thinking, what?
Okay.
What do I gotta say?
Today is just your offer. Oh, pricing. Okay, we'll cover this next time too. But think about pricing. I've done pricing so many different ways. Priced it first, and then created, then priced it. Added the little zero at the end. Do what works for you. I do create my product offer, see how I like it, and then attach a price tag to it after. Because sometimes I add a little bit more and it's like, oh, that's like an extra $20. Oh, that's like an extra $5. It just depends. So do what works for you. Personally, I like to add it at the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for showing up live. Thank you to everyone that's watching the replay. All of the links will be down in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions. Tanya, thank you so much for sponsoring for this 3-part series with your Zoom. And Larnie, thank you much. Larnie, thank you so much for sponsoring with your 30-second pitch.
Pitch you.
Seconds. Pitch you in 30 seconds. I was trying to do it without messing up. Thank you for doing your pitch you in 30 seconds as a sponsor as well. Everyone's links will be down in the comments. And yeah. We have one more to go. And then you have your whole lazy solopreneur framework, which is not actually lazy. It's lazy easy, not lazy. I don't want to do.
Lazy easy.
Yeah. Hi, puppy.
Hello.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye.